government targets 10,000 megawatts, how we can implement very quickly. If I allocate it this way, that is the rooftop and ground mounted solar projects. I know that there are already CPD in their presentation, they have mentioned that very rightly the 6 billion investments in this sector. If I say that very quickly we implement this target, in that case, total that is a duty that is coming around 6,000 crore taka, 6,000 crore. So in that case, if government quickly remove the duties from the rooftop solar equipment, then it can easily implement. As because there are no land issues or even there are no permission issues are there, only factory owners or the power producer that can go for the investment and then can implement very quickly. So if we divide this 6,000 duty, the 6,000 duties in the 4 years as the 10,000 target during the 4 years. So every year there is a 1,500 crore subsidy. So that will save the government total subsidies. If they come from the renewable energy 4,000 megawatts from the rooftop within a few years, in that case they can save their subsidy from the other, that is the fossil fuel imports and others. So that is the one part. The second part is the rooftop, the second part is the ground mounted solar projects. The ground mounted solar project will take time, and also there is a land issue and the investment security issues and also the tariff matters. There is another opportunity in this ground mounted, that is which interim government have already that is the format, that is the market power plant policy. One barriers are there, that is the service level agreement. Already many of our discussionists they have mentioned that there is a wheeling charge and also the open access to the grid. That is the very important. If the current government remove these challenges, I hope that there are many industry owners, they are waiting, they are meeting their SDG target. So they are also come up with a market power plant policy. And as a developer, we have already experienced more than 100 megawatts rooftop we have completed in different CNI projects. So I hope so in our connections there are more than 1,000 megawatts who are very much interested to come up with a merchant power plant under the merchant power plant policy. So if the government remove those challenges, especially in the wheeling charge and the open access to the grid charges, then it will be more competitive and then can visible the more renewable energy projects in the market. So above all, in the rooftop projects also our equal MD Moshes Bhai also mentioned that they are arranging the guarantee process through the IFC. That is also very good initiative. I hope that more that is the industries will come up and then in that case a very little amount of that is the guarantee charges that will pay and then get the facilities from the ITCO and it will speed up the implementation process. I hope that. The another thing is that what I can mention in the MPP projects, there are compensation clauses is not clear. That is the cardinal compensation clause. Because if I have a power plant and it is running or even new plant, if the grid constraint due to the grid constraint cannot dispose the power. In that case, if I do not have any, that is the curtailment, that is the compensation right policy, clear policy, then what we will do? The lenders or the investors, they will fall in a financial risk. So it is a very important to address these things. And in that case, then it will be more faster, the investors or the lenders initiatives. And they will be confident more than in the investments in this area. Another one is that the future changes of laws and also the foreign currency, that is the risk. there are. So if there is any specific compensation due to the changes laws or in the exchange risk meet the challenges, then will be more bankable the projects, so that they will see the future investment will be the good, and the lenders and the investors will come over there. Yeah. So thank you very much for giving me chance.